Good morning. Good morning. How y'all feel? Come on in. I know. I know y'all ain't used to seeing me like this on a Friday. I know. But I promise you on everything I love, I was actually just trying to scooch on up out of here. You feel me? Boy, let me tell y'all something about the universe. He don't give me room for error. I believe he do. I actually believe that he gives me room for error, but at the same time, guess what I'm discovering? It's the minute room, like when I come in at 10:03, or if I come in, a few minutes after the hour of 9, which is my assignment is 9 from 9:01 to 9:59. As long as I'm on, then I'm still within my assignment. But I believe that now is coming a time where he don't play with me as far as I'm missing a day. And I think that sometime up in this week I missed a day. I didn't come on. I didn't feel like speaking. I didn't feel like, interacting at that moment. And I remember laying in my bed. And I forgot, y'all. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Let me get y'all to the light. Let me get y'all. I know we standing in darkness right now. Not literally, not metaphorically, not any kind of way, but we standing outside of the light. We're gonna never stand in darkness. We're gonna stand outside of the light. And so at the same time, on the march, get set, ready, go. Bring us to the light. Ooh-wee. The light side of conscientiousness. The light side of our aura. And so at the same time, I believe that he, as I was just getting prepared this morning, literally had forgotten about the fact that I wasn't on one of these days up in the week. I don't know if it was Tuesday or it probably was Tuesday, Wednesday. One of those days I didn't get on. And this morning, as I prepared and got out the shower and prepared my morning, and it just totally slipped my mind. As soon as I was passing by my studio door to prepare to go out and to get outside, he said, "Didn't you miss a day? Did you do all 4 of the days?" And I had to stop for a second. And I'm like, wait a minute, I did miss a day this week. And I believe that when he asked me a question, he already know the answer because we serve an omniscient individual, right? Uh-huh. And so at the same time, he said, "Didn't you miss a day?" Ooh-wee. And so at the same time, what I have to do is I stopped in my tracks and I revamped, and I was like, wait a minute, I did miss a day. And so today is Friday. Today is Friday, the 22nd at 9:53. I got on, 3-4 minutes ago. And I'm here this morning as Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I'm your health-conscious coach. I'm your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. And so I'm here this morning to make up for the day that I missed early on this week. He don't let me slide with stuff like that. These little minutes that I came in late, and I don't think he say too much about that. But this morning he stopped me in my tracks because I promise you I got some business to take care of. And at the same time, I'm here this morning for no other reason than to speak into the mind of the people. And as I sat here and as I prepared my mind, I'm like, what would you have me to say? Like, what would you have me to say to the mind of the people? And so I'm sitting here contemplating on what to say. And y'all know in the normal conditions, I don't have to say that. I don't have to really contemplate. All I normally do is sit down and things start welling up in my spirit. And just the same way it just happened right now. So as I hit the go live button, sometime we're going to have to go live. Even when you're not prepared, ma'am, hey, sir, even when you're not prepared, sometimes in life, you might just have to hit the go live button of life and go live and understand that in preparation of you going live, sometimes the word might not come to you. As soon as I sat down and said, what would you have me to say to them? He said, watch your words. So my assignment right now is to tell somebody under the sound of my voice, watch your words. Ooh-wee. And so I'm here this morning. I'm on my assignment. I ain't fell off. I'm still here to speak into the mind of the people as I go through my daily activity, as I go through my daily walk in this thing called life. I'm here. I don't have no other choice. I don't have no other choice in the matter. And so I guess I'll light my Palo, my holy wood, and get my senses and my chakras open to the universe where I can receive a download. But he said, watch your words. Tell them to watch their words. Because I believe that we're saying things that we really don't mean that has altered meanings. Oh, Lord. And y'all know if y'all follow me through this process, I'm gonna get there. I promise you I'm gonna get there. But I believe that we saying words. We are saying words that we're not really cognitively aware of what's being said, and it has been transitioned, if you will. I know one of my good buddies who I always have a conversation with it's a transliteration. He always going to go the transliteration, that's his thing, but it's a transliteration. But at the same time, the universe say, watch your words. Make sure your words are in alignment with what's being said. And so y'all know I come in as a thought-provoking specialist on my little, I want to call it a little assignment, but it's not little to him. It's an assignment. They don't even have a size on it, big or small. It's an assignment. And when you have an assignment on your life, let me tell you something. You better operate within it. Did you hear me? I said, you better operate within the assignment by which has been given to you. I sat here this morning with nothing to say. And I got all this. He said, watch your words. Because yesterday, a few days ago, I was in a scene, in a situation where this person said, man, I'm gonna hold you down. I'm gonna hold you down. And when that person said that, ma'am, be careful about because it sounds right. Because we done transliterated our words to make holding you down sound right. Look, I'm gonna hold you down. But for whatever reason, in my mind and in my thoughts that day when that person said, nah, I'm gonna hold you down, I'm like, soldier, it hit me. So we're gonna have to watch our words. Because I promise you on everything I love, my good brother, Mr. Floyd, didn't want to be held down. And so I'm here to tell the world, I'm here to tell the nation, I'm here to tell society, I'm here to tell the community, don't hold me down, lift me up. Ooh-wee. Did you hear me? I say, do not transliterate our words to the point that you will misconstrue what's being said. And I believe that our culture Black American culture, for whatever reason, will tell you, I got you. I'ma hold you down. Sir, hey ma'am, I know you might mean well, bruh. Hey sis, I know you might mean well when you say that, but for whatever reason, I don't feel it like that anymore. Ooh-wee. I don't feel like I want to be held down. Mm-mm. Nah, because when I seen that young man that say that, he was gonna hold me down, I think he was saying it from a beautiful perspective by which he felt as though that was gonna go over well with me. Soon as he said it, I was like, nah, I'm good, soldier. Yeah, hey man, madam, I'm good. Don't tell me you're gonna hold me down. Because holding me down is not the appropriate way by which I want to be lifted up. So from this point on, I want everybody to tell me, I'm going to lift you up. I'm going to lift you up. I'm going to lift you up. Don't hold me down. Lift me up. Did you hear me? I say, don't hold me down, sir. I don't want nobody holding me down in no capacity of the word. Don't put your knee on my neck. Don't put your hand on my back, pressing me against the floor or the ground. I don't want to be held down with your body weight on me. No. And so for whatever reason, I'm watching my words. Did you hear me? I say we got to watch our words. Yeah, it wasn't a beautiful thing. It wasn't a beautiful scenery when I heard that dude say, hey, boy, Shad, I'm gonna hold you down, boy. I'm like, no, soldier, thank you, but no thank you. I say thank you, but no thanks. I don't want to be held down by nothing, by this world system, by nothing, by political arena. I don't want to be held down from no capacity of the word. If you want to see me do better, don't hold me down. Lift me up. Ooh-wee. I say, go ahead on and lift me up, my brother. Hey, sir, lift me up, man. Hey, missus, sis, lift me up. Do not hold me down. Because I believe that the transliteration that we have caused across this nation, not only across this nation, but even in biblical terms, they transliterated the word. I believe that it lost its fervor and its correct meaning. And so now I was actually convicted with Brave Boy say, man, I'm gonna hold you down, boy. I'm like, soldier, please do not hold me down. Please do not put your foot on my neck. I don't want to be held down by nothing on this earth. If you want to see me do better, and you want to see me grow, and you want to see me advance to the next level, you want to understand the betterment of my whole interaction with this world, then I can tell you this. Please, as we upgrade and as we develop a new strategy and a new plan, don't hold me down. Ooh-wee. I want to be lifted up. Did you hear me? I say I want to be lifted up. And so lift me up. Don't hold me down. Lift me up. You see my arms falling? Hold my arms up. And so I'm here this morning by design. I say I'm here this morning by design. I'm not here on accident. I'm not here because I'm just passing through. I'm here based on the fact of my assignment on October 15th. He said, open the laptop and speak into the mind of the people. I didn't take you through all the valley lows and the mountain highs. I didn't take you through all the ins, in and out of prison, in and out of state, in and out of the correctional facilities. I didn't take you through all these things just to sit back and just observe life from afar. He said, I've called you and your voice to be an instrument in the earth. And I promise you, sir, I'm the only reason why I'm here at this moment speaking into the mind of the people is because I've been called, challenged, and charged to do it. And so I'm here on my hour assignment on a Friday, on the 22nd of March, to say, don't let nobody hold you down, ma'am. If you got a man in your life, ma'am, that's telling you, oh, baby, I'm going to hold you down. Like, hey, stop that. No. Don't hold me down. Don't choke me as you push me towards the ground. That's holding me down. Nah. Lift me up. Build me up for the betterment of myself. Help me stand up. Help me to erect myself upward. Like a tree planted by the rivers of water that will bear forth fruit in season. I ain't seen a tree yet being held down that bear forth fruit. I say I ain't never seen a tree that's laying parallel to the ground that's bearing forth fruit. Nah, we got to be careful with the transliteration of these words. We got to be careful with the transliteration of all these slogans. I'm going to hold you down. Nah, soldier. No, man. Hey, sis, don't do it to me. Hey, bro, please don't hold me down. If you want to do anything that's going to help me, my brother, sister, ma'am, sir, if you want to do anything that's going to help me and help me get to the next level, please lift me up. Ooh, go ahead on and lift me up. Go ahead on so I can be lifted up as I get higher and as I go higher and as I advance and as I develop and as I upgrade and as I make the amendment, as I make an amendment to myself to go further, faster. You're going to need a circle in your life. I say to go further, faster, you're going to need a circle, a winning circle in your life. In order to have a winning season, ma'am, you're going to need a winning circle. All these different titles to these messages is coming back to me that I've once spoken. In order to have a winning season, you're going to have a winning circle. And so if your circle is not winning, you might be taking an L out here. I said, if you got a circle around you that's not winning, you might be low-key taking an L. And so I'm here this morning to tell somebody on the sound of my voice, where attention goes, energy flows. Did you hear me? I say, where attention goes, energy flows. And so I'm here this morning to tell somebody, be careful about the transliteration of these words that's being said. Because what they're saying might be literal and what their meaning is might be metaphorical. Did you hear me? I said, what they're saying might be literal. I'm going to hold you down. Yeah. Stagnate my progress. put your foot on my neck and your knee in my back. Tell me to put my hands behind my back. That's holding me down. If you want to do anything that's going to sound appropriate in my life, please lift me up. Did you hear me? I say, make sure they lift you up, sir. Make sure they're lifting you up, ma'am. IG, YouTube. Make sure you're going to get lifted up into space. Tell them, nah, I don't want to be held down. Thank you, but no thanks. Go ahead on and lift me up. Cause me to rise towards the sun. I ain't seen a tree yet bear forth fruit being held down by the ground. I ain't seen a tree yet laying parallel to the ground bearing forth fruit. And so if I want to be bearing forth the correct fruit, I got to be lifted up like our Messiah, high and lifted up. Say he's high and lifted up. He looked low, but he yet inclined his ear to the cries of his children. That's his word. That he sit high, but yet look low upon the mind. Listen to the cries of his people, of his children. And so I'm here this morning to tell you, watch this transliteration of these words and these slogans. They might not have our best interest at heart. I don't want nobody holding me down. Don't hold me down doing nothing. Lift me up. Help me to proceed with precaution as I move through this progress and this process. Yeah, make sure you lifting me up. You heard me? Make sure you lift me up. Make sure you're not stagnating my spiritual progress by trying to hold me down in the spirit. I don't want to be held down in the spirit, in the mental, in the psychological, in the physical, in the emotional. Don't hold me down. Nah, don't hold me down. Nah, don't do that to yourself. Make sure you lift me up. If you're going to help me in any capacity of the word, lift me up. Help me to understand. Give me more cognitive ability. Make sure that I have the Mamba mentality. The Mamba mentality. That just dropped in my spirit. The Mamba mentality.
According to Google Books, the Mamba mentality, how I play is Kobe Bryant's personal perspective of his life and career on the basketball court and his exceptional, insightful style of playing the game, a legacy from.
What does the Mamba mentality is all about? Focusing on the process and trusting in the hard work when it matters the most. Did you hear me? I said, we're going to have to trust the process and focus on it to the point that the hard work that we put in, allow that to matter the most. Make sure that we put in the necessary hard work. It's the ultimate mantra for the competitive spirit. The Mamba mentality is the ultimate mantra for the competitive spirit. It started just as a hashtag that came to me one day. And it's grown into something athletes and even non-athletes embraced as a mindset. The Mamba mentality. And so as we move through this thing called life, as we move through our individualized assignments, right? because you got an assignment on your life, sir. Just like, ma'am, you have an assignment on your life. You have your own individualized assignments. And so I'm here this morning to tell somebody, adopt the Mamba mentality. Focus on the process and trusting in the hard work when it matters the most. Make sure you have the Mamba mentality. Ooh-wee. I say, make sure your mentality has the Mamba spirit attached to it. That has started with a hashtag that has grown into something big. That athletes that compete throughout the world, throughout the nation, understands that the Mamba mentality is a competitive spirit. And so we got it. There's 5 pillars to the Mamba mentality. I ain't even sit down here this morning to say all this. I say, but there are 5 mentality pillars, 5 Mamba mentality that made 5 pillars. One pillar of this Mamba mentality has to be passion. Make sure everything you do is with passion. Ooh-wee. What do you do when passion and obsession and being relentless and being resilient and having fearlessness? Those are the 5 pillars of the Mamba mentality. And I sat down here this morning with nothing to say. Y'all see what happened? Y'all see what happened to me when I open up this laptop and get on my assignment? The universe will drop things in my spirit as I go. And I'm telling you that sometimes in this life, you're not going to have the ability to prepare. You're going to have to just know that it's already in you as you move forward in it. Did you hear me? I say things going to be already built up inside of you as you move forth in your assignment, as you move forth in your passion and your obsession and being fearless and having the resiliency. Yeah, you're going to have to know that you have the Mamba mentality. When you operate with obsession about whatever it is that has been dropped in your spirit to do, whatever it may be, ma'am, you're going to have to become obsessed with it. Ooh-wee. There's a spirit of obsession that has to come attached to the Mamba mentality. This is 5 pillars to the Mamba mentality. We have passion. We have obsession. We have relentless. We have resiliency. And we have to be fearlessness. And rather than only using Kobe Bryant example, I want to give my perspective on the pillars as well. Although Mamba mentality was used for basketball, it can be applied to a variety of other things. And I'm sitting here this morning with the Mamba mentality. I'm obsessed with using my voice as an instrument in the earth. Not because of clout and not because I want to be seen, but because of the assignment that's on my life. Because I promise you, on everything I love, sir, on October 15th, when he said, open the laptop and speak into the mind of the people, it was such a vigorous, but yet still voice. But it was a voice of concern. It was a voice of how it felt to me was a voice that had I not been obedient to the voice, That's how I felt. I felt that had I not did it, something was going to happen. I can't explain what it was exactly. All I know is it was sincere and genuine and an organic, authentic voice, a calm, still voice that said, open the laptop and speaking to the mind of the people. And then he took me back at a time in my life through the Valley Low experience. I was facing the wall of a jail cell. I was literally in prison, in jail, facing a lot of time. And let me tell you something. Individuals in your life have no clue. All they see, ma'am, on your life is the glory. Woo-wee. I say, sir, all they see in your life at the moment is the glory. None of these folk understand the story. Did you hear me? I say nobody understands the story. All they see is the glory on your life at the moment. Nobody know your story. And at the same time, you have a real story like myself. He says, tell your story so I can get the glory. So I sit here this morning, making up for a day that I missed in my assignment. Said 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour, I want you on. Why he chose the number 9, I don't know. I don't have all the answers. All I know is that I'm on assignment. All I know is that he told me to say that you're health conscious as time progresses. And as I open up and as I reveal and as he show me more, maybe I'll show you guys more. Because sometimes he don't give you the whole assignment from start to finish. All he'll do is tell you to go. Ooh-wee. And all he'll do is sit back and see if you heard him from the capacity by which he said it. And I'm here to tell the universe, you know I heard you. Creator of all things, I heard you. And that's why I'm here on my assignment to speak into the mind of the people and tell them to adapt the Mamba mentality. Become obsessed with whatever it is that you have to do in this thing called life. Make sure if you get knocked down, sir, make sure if you get sidetracked, ma'am, make sure that you're resilient and you operate with resiliency to bounce back from everything that has came your way. I'm a living testimony. Have done time in both state and federal penitentiary. Do the work. Do the historical data if you don't believe what I'm saying. I know what I am today is not what I once was. I know who I am today is not who I once was. That he's bringing me up out the muck and miry clay. Gave me an assignment like this. Who-wee. That I can stand and talk to the mind of the people in the earth. And even if this reached a small portion of the people, maybe it's not until after I'm dead and gone that people will understand the assignment and understand the call and understand the charge that I've been charged with this one to open the laptop and speak into the mind of the people. And so I'm here with the Mamba mentality. Ooh-wee. I am resilient. I am obsessed. I am compassionate, and I operate with passion towards the assignment. Because as I was preparing to walk out this door, past my studio, when he said to me, "Didn't you miss a day?" Let me tell y'all something. When he asked questions, like how he asked questions. Who told you you were naked? He said, who told you that you were naked? He knew that he had already ate from the tree by which he had rebuked them and told them not to. And so I'm here this morning to tell somebody on the sound of my voice, go forward, go onward, go inward if you have to. Just go. Ooh-wee. I say just go, and you might have to grow as you go. You don't have the ability to grow up first, sir. You don't have enough time to grow up first, ma'am. Hey, bruh, I know you young, but you don't have enough time to grow up first and then go. Sometimes you might have to grow as you go. And so I'm here. And so I'm on my assignment. And so I have the mama mentality. We all gonna have to adapt it. And we're gonna all have to have it to the point that passion, obsession, being relentless in your efforts. You're gonna have to be relentless in your efforts, sir. No matter how much you think this world is getting ready to end and we're getting ready to go down a slippery slope, if we're not already in it, we're headed in that direction. All you got to do is look at the political arena and you'll see what direction that we're headed in. And at the same time, all we have to do is be relentless in our efforts. We don't have no control over the ultimate end. All we know is in the end, we win. That's all we know. I believe that's all we have to know is in the end, we win. As long as we adopt these 5 pillars of the Mamba mentality, all we got to do is know in the end, we will win. And so I'm here this morning to tell somebody, operate with passion. Make sure that you're obsessed with whatever it is that you have to be obsessed with. Make sure you're relentless in your efforts towards whatever goal that you have set for yourself. Make sure you're relentless in obtaining the goal. Ooh-wee. I say, make sure this morning that you are relentless and that you operate with this mentality of resiliency. Bounce back from anything that has ever knocked you down. Because if I can sit here this morning have done multiple things, multiple incarceration stints in my own personal life, I've been to state and federal penitentiary. I've been in both of those situations. My feet has walked through that shadow of the valley of the shadow of death. And at that moment, I didn't have no choice but to not to fear evil. Because I understand that his rod and his staff was ever present in my life. And they comforted me. During the time of my valley low experience, ma'am, I promise you on everything I love, I could not operate with fear. Fear had to be put on the back burner of your thoughts when you operating and you know you got to move with a certain level of conscientiousness through and navigate through a prison system. Because we got real murderers in there. I sat beside people that had life plus 15 years. That if they was to die and come back to life, they still have 15 more years after that. And so I'm here this morning as Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I'm here this morning as your thought-provoking specialist. I'm here this morning as a health-conscious coach, an intellectual content creator, and as your podcast professor. As I move through this thing called life, I'm telling you that I'm going to have to adopt the Mamba mentality. That the Mamba mentality is already in me. Maybe we got to go inward, to go in deeper within ourselves and nudge the Mamba mentality. We thank Kobe Bryant for being one of the Mamba initiators. But the Mamba mentality can be made of 5 pillars. 1 with passion, 2 with obsession, 3 with relentless, 4 with resiliency, and 5 being fearlessness. You're going to have to operate with fearlessness, ma'am. Hey, sir, eventually as time progresses, you're going to have to be fearless and just open up your laptop and speak into the mind of your tribe members. Every individual under the sound of my voice is a part of this tribe here at the Hourglass Era. The era by which we live, we have to be cognizant of the pH in our bodies. Small p, capital H. The power of hydrogen in our bodies in all 3 components is significant in the earth at the moment. In your mind, your body, and your soul. That's what they told us, the order of it. But I'm here to make the correction this morning that is not mind, body, and soul. It's your spirit, man, that's first, yo. Hey, yo, sir, hey, bruh. Whatever I got to do, whatever I got to say to get your attention, it's your spirit, man, is first. Your mind, man, is second. And your body, man, is last. That's going back to the dirt. Your body, man, eventually, as much as y'all have your BBLs and get your lips done, and as much as y'all put so much emphasis on your external man, your body man, that's going to bow back down and go back to the dirt. And see, at the same time, I'm here this morning to tell everybody that on all 3 compartments, your spirit, your mind, and your body, all has to be alkalinic. In order for you to become the best version of yourself, in order for you to become the best version of yourself, all 3 components of you, spirit, mind, and body, has to be alkalinic. In order for you to self-actualize, in order for you to become through the charts of the Maslow's hierarchy needs. Google it for yourself. Maslow's hierarchy needs. All your needs would have to be met at the lower vibrational side. And as you move your way up through that triangle, it gets harder and harder and harder. But I'm telling you the key that will unlock the door to self-actualization. And to become self-actualized through Maslow's hierarchy needs, you would have to be alkalinic on all 3 components of your body. Your spirit, your mind, and your body. Ooh-wee. Tell it. Tell your story. Your story might not be mine. And my story most likely is not yours, sir. You ain't did no stint in both federal and state penitentiary. And now you're out here, he done cleaned you up and turned your life around. And now you're speaking into the mind of the people as a thought-provoking specialist. If you can say that, then yes, you're in my shoes. If you can say that, then yes, you're in my shoes. If you done had a motorcycle accident and broke your right hip and your left ankle, put you in a body cast for 9 months, and then you came out, that happened in June, and you came out the hospital in February, from out of a full body cast from under your chest, down both of your legs with a big stick going from the top of your knee to under the right, under your knee, then yes, you have walked in my shoes. Did you hear me? I say, then yes, you've walked in my shoes. If you've been shot at, if you've been standing on on 15th Avenue in Miami, serving, came from a 8-ball from Bunky Brown, an 8th, and moved it all the way up into a key. If you've done that, sir, and you standing on the corner of 6'3" and 1'5", and you stood on the corner when they slid the van door back and started gunning, and something in your mind instinctively, you didn't even look in that direction. All you heard was the door sliding back, and something said, move instantly. And through your chakra, through your sixth sense, through your intuition, something said, move. And as soon as you move, you felt something say, shoo, right past your head. You didn't even pay attention to the door that was sliding. All you knew is something in your spirit said, move at that moment. And at that moment that you moved, the bullet went past you and hit the wall. And as you was walking, as you was running, you felt, choo, 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 choo. You felt it. You felt the pressure of it all hitting the other side of the wall, and the brick and the hot cement that's hitting the wall was hitting the side of your face. Then yes, you lived in my shoes. And so since he got me here on a Friday, since he told me as I was trying to scooch on up out of here to go take care of my business at Navy Federal, he said, didn't you miss a day? He asked me a question. And I noticed that he always asked questions. Just like he asked him, who told you you were naked? He asked you a question. You just got to be sensitive enough to hear by which he's saying it. Didn't you miss a day to this week? And I just had to put my head down, put my bag down, turn back around, and come to my studio and open my laptop and make up for the day I miss. And so since I'm here on this Friday, March 22nd, y'all see I got my eyes closed. I'm here this morning on March 22nd on a Friday to make up for the day that I missed this week, because he brought it to my attention. I hadn't even remembered it. And so I'm here to make my 4 days up, Monday through Thursday, the 9 o'clock hour. I am assigned to speaking to the mind of the people. I'm on assignment, and I've been challenged, changed, and charged to do this, to make my voice be an instrument in the earth. I said, is it a tool? He said, no, it's an instrument. I called your voice to be an instrument in the earth. And so I am here. I'm on my assignment. I done told y'all 3 parts of my book on the motorcycle accident, body cast situation. Had I caught the light is the title of that one. Had I caught the light. Had I caught that light, I wouldn't have been the first motorcycle to turn. And Ileana Gonzalez pulled out in front of me and just laid me out on hot concrete in Miami, scorching with a broke hip, a broke right hip and a fractured left ankle. Laid out there in pain. They tried to move the top part of my torso, and my leg was just laying over there dangling. Like nothing, like it wasn't even attached to my body no more. My whole hip was broken. And for y'all to see me walk right now, even sometime I'm about to get on my crutch and walk. Guess what? I lead with a limp. That's another part of my book called Leading with a Limp. That's another chapter in my book, says he leads with a limp. I'll lead this nation with a limp, sir. All of us are limping in some shape, form, or fashion. Your limp might not be my limp, and my limp might not be your limp. But we all limping. Ooh-wee. Whether we got some spiritual limps out here, or whether we got some physical limps like myself. We might have some emotional limps. We might have some psychological limps. But we all here, and we all limping. Y'all can see my limp. My limp is physically being seen. It's physiological. You can see my limp, sir. Hey, ma'am, I don't try to hide my limp no more. I lead with it. Did you hear me? I say I lead with the limp. I'll lead this nation with the limp. If we got people that's limping in the White House right now, I know I can lead with a limp. We have people that has physical bodies, no physical ailment in their bodies physically and walking physically in the earth. But as soon as they open their mouths, you can see that they're limping in their mind. They have a mental limp. They walk like this. How I walk physically, they walk mentally. They say how I walk physically, they walk psychologically. How I walk physically, they walk emotionally. Yeah. Uh-huh. And so I'm here this morning to make up for my day. It feel good this morning. I feel good. I might not even need my crutch no more, how good I feel. I think it's psychological. Maybe it's time for the universe to kick that crutch out from under my arm. We all got crutches. Did you hear me? I said we all got crutches in the earth. All of us got a crutch that we lean on. Just because y'all can see my physical crutch don't mean that you're not leaning on a mental crutch. You might be leaning on a spiritual crutch. You might be leaning on an emotional crutch, on a psychological crutch. You might be leaning, sir. You might just be leaning. But I'm here this morning. I'm here to advance the mind of the people. I'm here for the betterment of the individual that's under the sound of my voice right now, that will take my words and implement them in your life. I'm here to tell you where attention goes, energy flows. Ooh-wee. I say I'm here to tell you where you put your attention, ma'am. Wherever you may pay close attention, where attention goes, energy flows. And so I had to check myself. I had to cut off some things in my life that I noticed that I was putting so much energy towards. And I had to cut them things completely off and delete them out my phone. I ain't putting no attention because I know where attention goes, energy flows. And so now I'm here. I'm on assignment. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I am your health conscious coach that will coach you into healthy thoughts of understandings and comprehensions in the earth. Did you hear me? I say I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I gotta do it again, y'all. Y'all know every time I do this, it stops. Now he done started stopping me in my track about this one right here. Here it is. You ready? Welcome to the Hourglass Era, where the sands of time converge in the morning, Monday through Thursday, in the 9 o'clock hour. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist and I'm on assignment. I allow us to guide as we delve into the depths of our consciousness and navigate the interwoven pathways of the mind. Join me on this thought-provoking journey where we explore the spiritual, intellectual, and physical realms, peering into the very essence of health awareness and a holistic understandings. Everything on this earth is symbolic of the hourglass concepts. Its center represents neutrality, balance, a pivotal metaphor for our journey. Just as the pH transition from acidity to alkalinity, so too must we navigate our thoughts from discordance to harmony. It's about transversing the realms of the seven chakras, unlocking the spiritual experiences, and aligning our conscious selves with the greater aspect of life. Each session unravels the unexplored conscious thoughts of human existence, inviting you to awaken, transcend, and comprehend the vast expansions of our inner world. So, come, tune in, and let us embark together on this extraordinary odyssey towards enlightenment. Thank y'all this morning. I am so grateful that I was obedient this morning on this Friday. I could have just heard his voice and said, nah, I'm good, and walked out this door. But my obedience is better than sacrifice for me. Didn't he say obedience is better than sacrifice? I feel like I'm obedient when I come here 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour. I feel like I'm on my obedient factor in the earth. And I believe that as my obedience continue to go forth, and as I continue to speak into the mind of the people, I believe that he will eventually, ultimately get increase and would ultimately get the glory as I tell my story. I done been there and done that, y'all. And I ain't proud of it. I done been gunning at folk, people done been gunning at me. And not one time have I ever got shot. Not one time I've ever had a bullet. And I thank you. And I'm knocking on wood right now. I'm knocking on wood based on the fact that I'm still here. Yeah, I'm knocking on wood that I'm back in the fact that I'm still here this morning. On my assignment. Telling the mind of the people where energy goes, where attention goes, energy flows. Be careful about the individual, about situations, about circumstances that you don't allow to saturate your mind. Because where you pay close attention, just know that where attention goes, energy flows. And by us being an energy being, by us being a frequency in the earth. By us being a frequency, we have our own frequencies in the earth, y'all. Of course, they want to be nullified. They want to be nullified through your pineal gland. Your pineal gland operates your frequency and your energy and your vibrations in the earth. And when you have your pineal gland open and aligned, which is your third eye chakra, or your sixth chakra, you're open and aligned. I can tell you this, it would actually prevent you from moving in dangerous territories. Because I was in a dangerous situation that day standing on the Ave, standing on 15th Avenue and 63 in front of Mr. Wonderful store. My life could have ended. All I heard was the van door said, brrr. And as soon as I heard that, I just, for whatever reason it was, my life was preserved through intuition. And I'm sitting here this morning to tell you, open your intuition and align your chakras up. Make sure that they're balanced and aligned, because there are certain results. If they're balanced and aligned, there are certain results. If they're off balance and out of line, there are certain results. Google them for yourself. What is the result of a balanced chakra? your 7th chakra, crown, your 6th chakra, your 3rd eye chakra, your throat chakra, where I speak to you guys right now with clarity and understanding and wisdom and knowledge, is coming through my 4th chakra, my 5th chakra, my throat chakra. It's for the chakra of communication. And when you speak with clarity and understanding, where the least of all can hear it, just as well as the elite can understand it as well. That's the clarity of the chakra by which I speak from. And so I have no hidden objectives and no underlying motives. I'm here this morning to tell somebody, operate from the Mamba mentality. Ooh-wee. I say, make sure you're operating within the Mamba mentality. The Mamba mentality has resiliency there. I say the Mamba mentality has obsession there. The Mamba mentality has relentless there. The Mamba mentality, fearlessness is there. And so I'm here this morning, standing on the 5 pillars of the Mamba mentality. I don't know why that word came to my mind this morning, Mamba. All I know is I sat here this morning with nothing to say. And I had all this, an hour long of information to give you. How that happened, I don't know. How that continued to happen, sir and ma'am, I do not know. I don't have all the answers. All I know is he said, open the laptop, and did on October 15th. And this morning he said, didn't you miss a day? He asked questions. And so I'm here this morning. I just made it to my hour. I thank y'all for chiming in. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Your fire is in me. Ooh-wee. And I ask that he burn off the dross in my life. Anything that will hinder and stagnate and prevent me from becoming the best version of myself that I can become, I ask that he burn it off. I don't even need him to burn it off. I seen it the other day, and I disassociated myself with with things that's in my life that has caused my attention to be divided towards that direction. And I know where attention goes, energy flows. And so I chopped off the head of that attention factor that had me going in that direction. I don't need it. Neither do I desire it. Now I need to go next level in this. And I believe that until I clean up my life, until I clean out the closets, I went in there last night about 3 o'clock in the morning and I realigned my closet. I put colors with colors, blacks with blacks, blues with blues, red with reds, colors, greens. I put them all in line. I lined my closet up, swept my whole house out. And sometime, I'm telling you, 3 o'clock this morning, I was up sweeping. You got to sweep your house out. You got to take out the corners and clean out the corners of your home and declutter. And when you start to declutter your home, I promise you, your mind will be decluttered, because he's told me in a session a little while back that clean out the closets of your thoughts. Clean out the closets in your home, and it's going to help you clean out the closets of your thoughts. Make sure that your garage is clean. Make sure that you start moving some things from the front of your closets to the back of your closet. And then in that transition, you're going to see things that you need to put back into the marketplace. The marketplace, ma'am, is this world and the world systems. Put those things that you don't no longer need back into the marketplace. Now you're going to have money. You can sell those things, those items that you no longer use. Sell them and put them back into the marketplace and get extra money in your pocket. That's how he said to see it. Move some things from the front to the back, from back to the front. In that transition, you're going to see things that you no longer use. that can be placed back into the marketplace, which is this world, and get money. And so I'm gone, this y'all. I'm gone. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I'm your thought-provoking specialist. I'm your health-conscious coach. I'm also your intellectual content creator. And I'm your podcast professor. I'm good, y'all. I'm good and I'm gone. I feel good now. I feel good now. Attach a gratefulness to your day. I say attach gratefulness to your day, ma'am. And when you attach gratefulness to your day, being grateful, you're going to see the aura that you build in the atmosphere. And gratefulness is going to come your way. Creator of all things, move upon the mind of the people. Show us the opportunities and the advancements that we have all around us, but we need the proper lenses in order to see properly with clarity. See the opportunities of advancements. See the multiple streams of income that's all around us that we can tap into passively in order to reach our goals. Whatever your goal is, $50,000 a month, that's a goal for you? Okay. Let's go for it. Even if we hit 25,000 a month, we still made halfway there. All right, y'all, I'm going. I can start. I can keep on. I am on fire this morning. I'm on fire. I feel it. Yeah, you right, baby. Hey, your baby girl, you right. Yeah, yeah. Listen, hey, look. I don't know. I didn't even sit down here this morning for this, but I'm so grateful that you're here. Thank you for the assignment. Thank you for chiming in with me today. Thank you for the assignment that's on your life. Thank you that I can help assist you along the way as you move forward in your way. It's in your way. All right, YouTube. Thank y'all for chiming in with me. Hey, IG. Thank y'all for chiming in with me this morning. Y'all, I got IG and YouTube up this morning. All right, I'm here on assignment. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., and I'm your thought-provoking specialist. Y'all be blessed.